This is a video by Richpin. Today we're working on a McCulloch chainsaw. This one happens to be a MS1635 and it is my daily use saw, and we're having problems with it, in particularly starting it. It used to be very good at starting no matter hot or cold, and I think there is a problem with restrictions in the carburetor or a fuel line or something of that nature. So we're going to get in there, do a thorough cleaning of the carburetor, fuel system, look for blockage, stuff like that. Now the first thing we want to do is to remove this cover right here that's on top of the air box and the carburetor. It's held on by two T25 screws. Now, once we take that off, we see we have a little bit of cleaning to do before we can proceed. Now, what I did was use compressed air, blew all this loose stuff that was off the carburetor and the air cleaner. So what we're going to do now is remove our choke lever right here. And then we need to remove this screw that holds the top of the air box on. It's the same size screw, a T25. And underneath there we will find two more screws that hold down the top of the air box. And these screws go all the way through the carburetor. And I see we still have some more cleaning to do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this dirt and wood chips right there on for now and be very careful and clean it afterwards. So the first thing we're going to do is remove this bottom line that goes over to the primer bulb. We need to get that off the carburetor. So, alright, I just pushed that off with a screwdriver. Next we want to remove the throttle wire from the carburetor. So we're going to lift up on it. And we want to keep track of where it is on the plate right here. You can see that there's 4 holes here. And I'm on the forward hole, so we have to keep track of that. If we just move it off a little bit, we should be able to remove that wire. Okay, there it is. I got it. Now, what I did was I pulled the carburetor out a little bit like this, pulled the hose out to give me some room to remove the line, fuel line right here. And we'll just twist it and pull it right off. Now we can blow out that carburetor. Now I don't have a rebuild kit for this, so what we're going to do is hopefully we can use some compressed air and so we're going to do that and try to clean it out, and hopefully anything that might be in there we will dislodge. Next thing we want to do is check for blockage in the fuel lines right here. Now there is no fuel in the tank right now, So we're just going to make sure we're not going to put it right against the hose right there. And I can see that there was air coming out of the fuel tank, so those should be clear. Now when we start reassembling, putting our carburetor on and hooking up this feed line, we have to pull it back to where it was. See that little line right at the end of my pointer? That's where it comes through the bulkhead right here. So we have to pull it back right in that position. Now we can put our carburetor back in. We'll hook up the main feed hose and we will hook up our cable, our wire from the accelerator. Now we need to push on the primer line. Okay, just let that set and we'll pull that line in. Now the way we're going to pull the line back into place is we're going to go in through the fuel tank. You can see the hose down there, and we're going to use our needle nose pliers and gently grab it and then pull it back into place just like that. The carburetor is right down on the manifold. There's two locating pins, so it just drops on and you can feel it. Now we have our air box and our filter all cleaned, so we can install it into place. And there it is. It's all tight. Put our choke lever back in, and we need to install the top of the air box here. Looked like it was going to cross thread, but we're screwing into plastic there. So now we got the top cover. Replace that. Alright. Let's tighten that down. Okay, everything's working. Throttle. Alright, let's put some gas in and try it out. Alright, let's see if this thing will fire up. Turn it on, choke it. Get that gas up there. Alright. Put the throttle on. Jeez, that doesn't sound too good. Jeez, I don't know. This saw might be just too old. I don't know, seems the way it was before. We'll give it a shot. Well, it's too early to tell if cleaning that carburetor fixed the problem, but anyways, we gave it a shot. So thanks for watching, guys.